Today we are driving one of the most remote stretches of the Alaska Highway. The roads are getting rougher. Oh jeez. And every time we pull up to a gas station, we're slightly afraid to look at the total.
Probably the most expensive gas that we've purchased ever.
We are taking this Nuvo north through British Columbia and the Yukon, making our way to the halfway point of the Alaska Highway.
Never thought I'd make it here.
There is mountain views, hot springs,
Ooh, that's warm. Wow.
and more bears than we've ever seen in our life along the road. So, Alaska is getting closer, but this highway is gonna make sure we don't forget the journey it takes to get there.
All right, today's the day. We are heading north from here in Dawson Creek. We're starting off at mile 0 and heading north. So we've got something like 20 hours of driving and 1,100 miles just to get to the Alaskan border. I actually just topped off and it's only 38 Canadian dollars. So that's something that I need to get used to, is making sure we top off every single time we have a chance, because I just don't know when we're going to run into gas stations. And I've heard that it's a pretty barren, place with not a lot of opportunities. So I'm just going to make sure I stay topped off. More receipts. Hang on, you got to check out my filing system.
It's terrible.
This is perfect. See this? All my receipts, just file them right there in the file cabinet, zip it shut, stays nice and organized. I have all of the digital receipts that I use. Those are just backups. Who would have ever thought at 12:45 in the afternoon we'd be starting a 5-hour drive to go to our next destination? Been kind of stressful, not gonna lie. We've had lots of rain and there's mud. I don't know what the best way to describe it, that's on the road. So the spray is not just like typical water. It's very fine, like silty mud. But we did also get hit with a giant dirt clog. It was probably about this big around. So we'll have to check the grill of the van once we finally stop, because it was pretty loud.
We're just lucky it didn't hit our windshield.
Yeah.
So far on the Alaska Highway though, the roads are in good condition. Based on other YouTube channels that I've watched, I had the understanding that these roads were going to be like dirt roads with potholes the entire time. Now I think we are going to encounter that. I don't know when, but so far the roads are in decent condition for the Alaska Highway. Oh, so this is where the uneven roads are. Famous last words. The roads are great, guys. And then we just saw a sign saying we were gonna go over uneven roads and that it's 30 kilometers per hour. Why?
You say per an hour.
What is it supposed to be?
30 miles per hour.
No, kilometers.
Well, 30 kilometers per hour.
Per hour. Sorry.
You say per an hour.
What is this?
This is a frost heat.
Oh, this is our first one.
It's a bad one.
Oh my goodness. I just said the roads are amazing. Wow. Oh, geez.
Kind of got to slow down for that.
Wow.
This is uneven road. There's a pothole. It's like this deep you had to go through.
You did a good job missing them all though.
I did. If there would have been oncoming traffic, we would have probably had to hit a couple more of those, but fortunately we were able to use both lanes and weave around. Now we're giving her all she's got to get up the hill. And that would be why everybody's vehicle is so dirty. We're on, oh, it's a 9% downgrade.
Hold on, I'm peeing.
Wow. So we got stuck at a construction site. Probably gets down to one lane. So they shut down one side of the highway and we have to wait.
Hold on.
Wow.
Get in my seat.
saw a sign that said 9% grade.
Oh my gosh.
That's pretty good.
I was going to the bathroom since we were stopped on the side of the road.
We weren't really stopped on the side. We were stopped in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
So we are one notch above half a tank. And we saw a sign that said no fuel for like 100 and some kilometers.
172. So I think until Fort Nelson, this might be the last gas station. I could be wrong, but I thought that's what that sign said.
Well, definitely worth stopping to make sure. Okay, gas is on this side. Looks like he went in.
You might have to go in to pay.
We might have to prepay. So do you see any signs? Hold on, here we go. And I have my wallet, right? Hello. Do I prepay for fuel?
Just hold on to a credit card.
Okay. Sounds good.
Just tap up here.
So you give them a credit card, they hold it, you pump, then you pay once you're done. And then they'll give you your card back. Oh look, I have my rain boots on. So on, these are old school. And it should reset.
$2.30 a liter. Oh my goodness.
That's what you get.
$2.30 a liter. Leave ID or credit card inside with cashier for fuel.
While we're waiting.
You think that's necessary?
Well, I can't see out of this mirror. It's just like washing off mud.
Is that all you needed?
Yeah, we only needed like less than half a tank. That's it.
So what'd we get? 47 liters? That just was a fast tank.
Yeah, that was a really fast pump. $109, 47 liters. Probably the most expensive gas that we've purchased ever. Is anybody coming? I better be careful.
So we spent $6.18 a gallon, which isn't that bad. I mean, it's terrible, but
Yeah, it definitely could have been a lot worse. There he is. It's a little one.
it's been kind of exciting. We have now seen two bears, two black bears, while driving.
Yep.
Day one of driving the Alaska Highway. Two black bears.
The first one was like, we came around a corner, it was like just feeding on the side of the hill, and like, it was like there and gone. It was a really big one.
We didn't get
quick.
video.
And then we just saw one, it crossed in front of us, actually the car in front of us.
It was running across the road.
Yeah. So we only kind of got to see it on the side of the road, not in the road like he did.
But I mean, we saw it running.
Yeah.
Just we didn't catch it on camera until it was running on the side. But
Pretty cool.
I mean, we are very, very bear aware.
You were bear scared.
I'm bear scared, bear aware, moose aware. I thought our first animal we would see on the Alaska Highway would be a moose.
Oh, I didn't.
You thought a bear?
I thought a bear.
Okay. And actually, I don't know if you've watched any of the other videos in the series, we've said it, but Nuvo, the van that we're in a Nuvo super high roof called a Nuvo Plus. And they've allowed us to borrow it for the entire summer for this summer series of going to Alaska and back. But they have built over on their website, they have a page dedicated to our trip and following our entire route, and it's pretty much live over on that website. I'll put the link down below and right here on the screen. But the reason why I bring it up is because this week's question, there's a quiz. There's like questions and quizzes and little things on there. This week it was, what's the first animal we're gonna see? And black bear.
Was a black bear.
Was a black bear. We're almost to
Fort Nelson.
Yeah, isn't it a beautiful day?
It is very nice.
It turned out to be gorgeous after all that rain. Bob wants to top off, we're in Fort Nellis. He wants to top off, Nelson. Fort Nelson. He wants to top off the gas because we're probably gonna have to drive through town and then find just a pull off spot on the other side of town. And this is the last big town until Whitehorse. So he just wants to make sure he has enough gas. 194.9 a liter. In Calgary and Alberta, we were paying 166.
It's
I already said it.
$194.9.
We knew gas was going to be more expensive. You should see Bob's spreadsheet, because as much as we didn't plan, it was more like we didn't plan the route. We knew like basics, right? We knew we're going to go through Alaska, probably go up to Fairbanks and then Prudhoe Bay first, and then go down in the southern part of Alaska. We have an idea. We just don't have anything booked or anything like that. But the one thing Bob did plan is he looked up gas prices. He planned how much it was going to cost, how much along the way gas prices were at the time. We do have a budget. How much was that?
$50.13 Canadian.
It's 6:30 at night. Time to find a place to sleep for the night. I am currently uploading a video 1 day late. So if you guys remember, this is probably last week's video, it's a day late. This is exactly where we were when I was trying to upload the video. The one where we get a ticket, or like it's a ticket, but it essentially was a warning, we think. Yeah, but this is what we're doing. I'm uploading the speeds. Let me see, hold on. The speeds I am getting right now on Starlink, those are upload speeds. Upload speeds, not great.
What is it? What are you actually getting?
It's like going anywhere from like 13 to 28 to 24, 25.
As long as it's megabytes, not kilobytes.
It is megabytes. We have 34 minutes left. Bob is making me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. We decided it's leftover night, but he said there's not enough leftovers for me, so I'm getting peanut butter and jelly.
That's not what I said. You don't like the leftovers that are left, so I'm making you something you do like.
Oh, he's so sweet. It is true. He is not lying.
Okay, here is your Michelin style dinner.
5-star dinner right there.
That's a star, all right.
And we have 32 minutes left.
So I baked a funfetti cake in our convection oven right here in the van.
It's a viral thing on TikTok right now. It's called dot cakes.
You bake the cake, which I did here in the van. Use a ramekin. I frost it.
Did you watch anybody do this, or you just went off of my instructions?
No, I did watch a
Oh, good.
reel? TikTok? I don't know.
He's like, I don't know.
I don't know. One of those things. The trick is you got to be really level.
Now what?
You put it in your little dish.
No, you're supposed to dip it. You're supposed to put those all at the bottom, and you have to dip it.
That makes too big of a mess. So I just sprinkle and then I clean it up.
Oh.
You get the same effect.
That is true.
Pour off all the extras.
Wow.
And now you have a dot cake.
And we don't know why these are popular, but they are right now.
So, there's one.
Voila.
Number 2.
2 dot cakes.
All right, let's dig into this beautiful piece of art. Tastes like cake. It's actually really good though. Okay.
Good morning. This is not one of those soft entrance mornings.
No, I'm barely awake.
And we noticed there are a lot of mosquitoes in the van.
So we've got our weapon.
There you go.
Maybe you can see them.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, but there's still more.
Where? Good morning, guys. That was fun. A fun way to wake up. Tons of mosquitoes above your head. We did open the door last night for just a mini second, and maybe that's how they all got in. We don't know. The reason why Bob used that little mini vacuum was because the walls are fabric in here, and we don't want to squish a mosquito full of blood on a fabric wall. So, the vacuum it was.
It actually worked pretty well.
It did. Here's your real good morning today, guys.
By morning, you mean, what is it, 10:25?
Yeah, we're getting kind of a late start this morning, which doesn't really matter.
Sun's up forever.
We worked this morning. Video is going live today, but by the time you see this, it's already live. Yeah, so we are getting on the road. We have about, what, 4 hours of driving today?
First stop is in 2 hours and 56 minutes.
Okay, what's our first stop? Do we know?
The lake.
Oh, is the lake first?
Yeah. What's that lake called? Oh, we'll let this on.
I forget.
Muncho.
Muncho Lake?
Muncho Lake is our first stop. There is the Northern Rockies Lodge there, and we can also get gas. 200 kilometers. We should be good.
All right, so we're finally on the road. We got the mosquito situation under control.
By under control, you mean we murdered as many as possible.
And if you're about to open the window right now, do you see those mosquitoes?
Oh. Sorry.
He was about to get some good footage, but
nope.
Not right now.
Good footage is gonna have to wait.
Look at, I'm seeing hundreds of mosquitoes. Yeah.
There
we go. Double camera.
Double camera. Okay. All right.
Alrighty, let's get on the road.
So we had like 5 cars pass us last night. Oh God.
What?
There was a huge bug flying right here. It just, all I saw was a black dot in my peripheral vision, like, yeah. Scared me.
It was on the outside.
Scared me.
It was on the outside of the car and he got scared. Okay.
Okay.
But here's the deal. Yesterday we saw 3 bears. Today?
Oh, there's bear poop right there.
I wondered if a bear would come around us.
I thought I smelled a bear this morning, but I didn't want to say anything.
You should have said it. I've been looking for bears. We are going straight uphill.
I don't know. I'm sure the camera's flattening it out, but this is literally one of the steepest grades I've ever driven a van up.
My gosh, how much higher? Oh, look, 2 vans. We're catching up to some people. Let's go make friends. See the clouds? Oh my goodness.
Is that a hot spring?
Is that a, what is that? No, it's not.
Just a cloud.
It's just a cloud.
Well, we're at 3,200 feet. Gone up quite a bit.
Climbed 100 or 1,000.
Yeah.
We do.
Trucks.
So that means it's going to be very steep going down.
Yes.
If there's a brake check. Parking next to this
Here,
cool looking
we'll
van.
go park right down there.
All right, let's go check it out.
So there's a herd of bison that are essentially in this area, and they say that every year about 15 bison are killed from collisions with vehicles. And the reason that they're along the highway is because they keep it mowed, and so there's lots of good foliage and stuff to eat right along the side of the highway. So that's why you need to be careful for the bison on the roads. And you see these signs all the time.
Yeah, we kept
It
seeing...
is something real to be aware of. I just hope we get to see one. I was getting the drone and I was standing out here and I could actually hear a moose right over here in the woods. Of course, now all these cars are going by, so you can't hear it now, but so many mosquitoes. Okay, let's wait for these cars to go by and then I'll see if I can hear it. Darn, I don't hear it now. Ooh, look at all those mosquitoes. Okay, there's less on this side, but there's still a ton. Oh my God. Nope, that's a baby moose.
No way.
Nope, it's a reindeer. Sorry, reindeer. All right, guys, I need you to fact check me. I believe it's referred to as a reindeer if it's in captivity, and it's a caribou if it's wild. Is that correct? Let me know. I believe that was a caribou, even though I called it a reindeer. I think. We are near Summit Lake. Summit Lake's actually down there, but this is the summit. And I just cannot get away from the mosquitoes.
It's gonna be called Mosquito Summer, let's be honest.
Yeah.
All right, so this is where we're stopping for lunch. Let's see, what do we got for lunch? We have lots of good choices. Wow,
Here.
I am impressed.
Here, put the chips right there.
It's so good. Here we go. The road has gotten worse, but still not bad.
Too bad.
Yeah.
It looks like they're doing some maintenance and it put some chip seal down and it's still got some of the fresh rocks on it. Yep. Big semis on the turns.
Whoa. He was going fast. Yep. All right, well, the roads. Oh, 5 seconds of bad.
Yep. It was bad. Now it's better.
We did take a rock chip.
I'm thinking the slope above the windshield, I think we took a rock to that. Because it was loud. It sounded like we were inside of a tin can and it popped.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
So this is just because they're working on the road though, right?
No.
Oh, this is just it?
This is just it, as far as I know. There's no road construction signs that we passed.
The goats just crossed the street. Uh-oh, here they come again. We might want to let them cross, Bob. If you guys want to cross, you can. That was cool.
Cool. So we got goats and caribou. Yeah.
Saw bunny.
Squirrel. Robin. Grouse.
But no bear today. No bear.
If you just lean with the van, you'll be fine. Get right down here. And then you just sit right here. Let's go check out the pretty waters.
Okay.
Oh. Hey!
Gorgeous, stunning.
Marvelous.
It just gets better and better and better.
Hey.
Hey guys. Good job. Good job. I don't want you to get hit. Yeah, go up the mountain, guys. That was incredible. What's gas? Oh gosh.
$2.48 per liter.
Wow.
That's crazy. Let's get us some fuel. Approved for $100. Cool. Man. Is that the most expensive that we've seen so far?
I don't know.
I think we're at I think they call it the, hang on, Northern Rockies Lodge on Lake Muncho. Full enough.
Okay, stopped at 100.
Stopped at, oh no, it actually stopped early. We're at 98.31.
We read that it's cash only, so we are prepared with US dollar only.
Hopefully.
Bob's file cabinet.
Don't
This is our biggest argument on the trip, is
Don't.
Bob's file cabinet.
don't say anything about my file cabinet. It's very organized. We got everything we need right here.
That is not organized.
It's all in order.
You're such a liar.
It's fine.
This place is surrounded by an electric fence because of bears. And you can see bears when you're in the hot springs. So I'm a little concerned.
It's a possibility.
I'm a little concerned.
So apparently this is the second largest hot spring in Canada.
And the public soaking area is called the Alpha Pool. And the water can range from 42 degrees Celsius to 52 degrees Celsius, which is about 108 to 126 Fahrenheit. So there was a very serious, well-known bear attack here in Liard, if I'm saying it right, in 1997. That is the reason for the bear's fence, I guess, the electric fence.
Hello.
For waiting.
No problem.
How can I help you today?
Okay.
You have a great time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So it was like $12 to pay with credit card, and you get to park here.
See you at the hot springs.
Here we go. This way?
That way.
Okay.
We're going to the Liard Hot Springs. We have to leave the protected, electrified fence area.
I'm scared.
End of summer.
It's too hot.
Hunting season, September, August is when you start getting some,
Wow.
some dark at night.
There's like these little ribbons of heat.
Until then, like
If you
right
get in
now,
one,
even Anchorage is
super hot.
Really hot.
Yeah.
Oh,
The surface is very, very hot.
but underneath it's nice. Oh my gosh, this is worth it, guys. If you drive through here, this is a must stop. Like,
I would agree.
Wow.
Let me show you what we see. Like, what is touching me in the back? It's a bear. You can see my bald spot.
You read my mind.
What is this?
How far can you go?
I mean,
Oh my gosh. Wow, you can go way back.
I can see there's a waterfall way back there.
Really?
And it's like freezing. The peoples are coming.
Oh no.
Oh, we're gonna photobomb you. It's like the.
Supposedly you can go pretty far, but
Okay, we'll go test it out.
when the sun goes behind the clouds, it's pretty chill. That was
Worth it.
worth every penny.
And then some.
And then some.
We made it back to the van. Had showers already. So thankful for an amazing shower. Hot shower. Showers. And then the coolest thing is we're using our Silwy magnet stuff to hang all the wet stuff on the door. Getting everything situated in the van to go find a place to sleep tonight.
Yep, we are preparing to depart, and I just killed the skeeter.
Oh my gosh, guys. There is a bison. And there are people way too close to that bison. What in the heck are they doing? Care about us.
Gonna cross that off of our list.
Saw a bison on the side of the road. Wow.
So I think what we're left to see today is
A bear.
a bear. Okay, there it is.
Wow. Those people were way too close,
Yeah,
right?
they're very close. Uncomfortably close.
We thought one bison was cool.
Got a whole herd of them.
Yep. Wow. Guys, we saw a bear. Here he is. All right, guys. Just when we were like, we're not gonna see a bear. We saw a bear. So now our count, our animal count today is like a ton of bison, a ton of goats, one bear, one eagle, and one caribou.
One caribou, right?
It's a black bear. Oh my gosh. Hi, guy.
Okay.
Two bears, but we have a little problem. Hold on, my seatbelt's not on. All right, there's a black bear. A truck driver flashed his lights, and last time we saw a bear, a car flashed his lights. So I'm thinking that's what they do to help us not hit the animal and tell us that there's an animal. But we're about to come right up here to sleep for the night, and the black bear's right there.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I feel good. I mean, there could be a black bear right there in the bushes, and we don't know it.
True.
Oh wow, this is muddy. Wow, look at this. This is home for the night, and the black bear, you can't see him on camera, but he is right there coming our way. But I think we're fine. He was a little guy.
That's a pretty good sized black bear.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's not huge, but he was good size.
Yeah, so home for the night, and then this is our view. Look at this. This is the coolest part. Is it gonna be loud? Maybe. Bob just made us a little charcuterie board. Okay. Ah! Why are we up so early and in the car about to leave?
Because we have a big travel day ahead of us and we need to hit the road. And the sooner we do that, the sooner we'll get there. Because, let's see, yesterday I think we had like 3 hours of driving, and I think it took us like 7 hours.
That's because of wildlife?
which we expect to continue to see.
And we have to, when safe, stop, look at it, ooh and ah. And then also, what else? Why did it take so long? Oh, we stopped for lunch along the river, or
Every beautiful
beautiful
river,
stop.
stream,
How do you not
mountainside. Yeah, that's true. That's
So
why it took us so long.
It did. But today's goal is to make it to Whitehorse in the Yukon today. Yukon, Canada, here we come. Says 6 hours and 20 minutes to get there. So we're expecting a 10-hour drive day.
I hope not. It does say 6 hours.
So the bear was right up there yesterday and we never did see it again, which is a good thing, but also it is fun seeing bears. One thing to note on the Alaska Highway so far, and I think most of the roads since we got into Canada, the speed tends to be about 100 kilometers per hour. Oh wait, you don't like me to say per hour?
Per hour.
Per hour.
There's no and.
And per hour, which equals around 60 miles per hour. So, and I don't know what it is, but it feels like we're going 80. But we're really usually just going about 60 miles an hour. Oh my gosh, he's coming across the street.
With a cub.
Oh my gosh, 2 cops. Oh my gosh. Amazing.
Wow. See, you just never know what you're going to encounter. You got to be paying attention.
Wow. I don't know if I got good footage. I hope so, because I was trying to get it on my phone and the camera because a bear and 2 cubs just crossed the road in front of us.
Just taking their sweet time.
Taking their sweet time. And what we do is we slow down, we put our hazards on so everybody behind us knows to slow down, and you let wildlife have
the right of way.
Have the right of way. Wow, what does this sign say?
Looks like it used to say, "Welcome to the Yukon."
Are we gonna put a sticker on there?
Heck yeah.
We have to. Wow.
We did it.
We made it to the Yukon. Guys, if you come, there's our sticker. We'll see if it stays. Made it to the Yukon.
I can honestly say, never thought I'd make it here. But we did.
We did it.
It's so cool.
First gas station stop of the day. We're at Watson Lake.
Watson Lake. It's reasonably priced at $1.93. That
So-
would be loonies per liter.
Did you already pay at the pump?
Yeah, we paid here.
We're in Signpost Forest, Watson Lake, and it's said to have over 100,000 like signs. People either leave license plates, homemade signs. I don't know. It's like one big scrapbook, and it started in 1942 with a homesick soldier. But wow, this is amazing. Vegas, Illinois, Texas, Wyoming.
Wow, it's like literally every state and province, they're all here.
I feel like we should make something. Do we have anything we can make? And do we have a hammer and nails? Not in the van?
We actually do, we might have a hammer, but we don't have any nails.
Okay.
Yeah. It legitimately does feel like a forest. There's just so many signs as far as the eye can see. This is some of the original equipment used to build the Alaska Highway, and like, what has it been, like 75 years? Things still work. I'm impressed. They don't build things like they used to. Oh, I gotta get on. I mean,
Does it say you can?
it doesn't say I can't. Oh, it's wet. For hours on end all day, behind this giant loud diesel engine, it still works. I feel like it could start up at any moment.
You're so impressed right now.
I am. Yeah, our great-grandparents, They had some good stuff.
The Watson Lake Signpost Forest is the oldest and most extensive site of its type. It represents the long-standing tradition of leaving your mark. Carl Lindy started the Signpost Forest in 1942 when he was a homesick soldier from Danville, Illinois.
Very cool. It's kind of terrible that we stopped making so many things. These are so well built that they can survive, what, like 75 years of these Alaskan, well, not Alaskan, Yukon winters, and they're still in great shape.
We just came up with something to leave at this place. We're gonna ride on the little lemon and we're gonna zip tie it on a pole. Bob plus Hillary. Love.
Aww.
Hashtag Nuvo. Since we're in a Nuvo.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Where do we want to go? Okay, we found a little place to be able to zip tie our lemon. Is that not so cute? We are gonna be by Arizona. Okay, how cute is this? Bob's gonna go grab scissors so we can cut this, but this little guy's here. If you ever come here and take a picture with our lemon and tag us on Instagram, let us know and we will send you something for free from our merch shop. We did it! Are you so proud of us?
We've left our mark.
We are about to be halfway on the Alaska Highway.
Yep. It is kilometer marker, I want to say mile marker, but kilometer marker 1116. And we are just passing
11:16! Wow!
We did it.
Halfway.
Halfway.
Woo! Halfway to Delta Junction.
Halfway to Delta Junction from Dawson Creek.
We made it.
We made it to Whitehorse. It took I don't have my watch on. How long did it take us? Because we were on the road for a long time today.
I don't know.
Somebody needed to stop a few times. It was good though. Mm-hmm. We took our time getting here. We had a great drive. I think we're about 2/3 of the way.
6 hours away from the Alaska border.
There you go.
From Dawson's Creek to here, I looked up the mileage, 872 miles and 14 hours and 55 minutes of drive time.
And the speeds are, I think, slower than what we're used to in the US, but they're fast for the roads, if that makes any sense.
Anyways, that's the end of this video, guys. I think this was episode 3 of our summer series. Going to Alaska. Gonna jump in the Arctic Ocean. Maybe. In next week's episode, we will be continuing on the Alaska Highway. And we will be crossing the border into Alaska. That's all. Subscribe if you haven't. We appreciate and love you guys.
Till next time.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.